Hello, thought I'd make this quick video to introduce you to the mod that I'm putting out today. In fact, I'm going to be linking this video up with my mod. It's kind of a short explanation to the series along with showing off what it does. So, what this series is going to be, it's going to be Unique Weapon Enhancements. I am going to be replacing every single unique weapon, at least the guns, with attachment pack parts and sort of customizing the list so that they come out a little bit better. And it's going to be standalone, so if people don't have the attachment pack but would like to have some different uniques, they can use this without having to, thanks to the open permissions by Degenerate Dax and Pig and their awesome work on the attachment pack. I am able to use some of the assets in this. So I definitely suggest, if you like what you see, even if you don't use the attachment pack, I would suggest go download it real quick just so you can get it there. You don't even have to use, just download it and then endorse it, because it is awesome. Probably one of the best things to come out recently, besides maybe munitions, just because it adds so much to the game that the vanilla should have had in there. But basically, my first mod here in the series is covering Reba and Reba 2 from Far Harbor. So I basically had copied the vanilla records from the hunting rifles. I used the vanilla unique framework, and it's by Whiskey Tango Fox. It does not affect performance. All it is just copying over records and stuff from the uniques. And the way the uniques work in the game, as I try to keep this a brief explanation, is the unique says, okay, you're such and such level. We have our mod cool list, which is basically a pool of attachments that can be put on the weapon. So say like you're level 15. The mod cool list would say, okay, well, you're level 15. So Reba, your hunting rifle, she would have access to say 2 or 3 types of barrels, 2 stocks, like 3 scopes, whatever, and then it just takes whatever is within your availability in the range, it just randomly picks some of them and throws them on the weapon. And so you can end up with anything from a short stock that's like level 0 up to, like a full stock. You could end up with a short scope or just regular iron sights. It's all just randomly chosen. And so that's why sometimes you get a unique and it looks exactly the same as every other gun that drops in the world, because it works the exact same way. It doesn't give you anything special on there. All it does is just give you a special perk. That's it. So what Whiskey Tango Fox did is come with a framework to be able to replace those uniques. Now, he originally created it for himself, and he uses it for the Life in the Ruins Wabbajack mod list to replace the unique weapons with modded weapons, such as like the Varmint Rifle or the Mosin-Nagant, stuff like that. Well, I decided to take a slightly different way, and what I did is I took the attachment pack, took most all the parts, if not all of them, I think most all of them, from the attachment pack for the hunting rifle, threw the assets and all the stuff into here. So now, when you spawn Reba and Reba 2, you actually are getting more attachment parts than anything. And I will show an example here in a few. Basically, for the most part, most of the stuff is mid to high level. You won't find any option. You won't ever find a short stock. You won't ever find a short barrel. It's all long barrels or better. It's always full stocks and everything else. You're only getting scopes. You'll never get iron sights. You'll never get a reflex sight. Always scopes. Short scope, long scope, night vision scopes, medium scopes, recon, whatever. Always getting scopes. You'll always have a muzzle on there, whether it's a suppressor, a heavy suppressor, muzzle brakes, compensators, whatever. You'll always have something. So it makes it so that the weapon feels more, I guess you could say, worth it, because it has better attachments on it, and also it has attachment pack parts. So the thing with that, though, is by making it standalone, by being able to use the assets and not requiring the attachment pack, if somebody wants to play the game and have unique looking uniques but doesn't have the attachment pack or doesn't really want to throw it in, you can still use this. You can still have unique uniques without actually doing that. So that's kind of what I did in a nutshell. Basically trying to make it something different but sticking with vanilla. I do have plans in the future to bring in modded weapons too with that. I have like a varmint rifle and a Mosin Nagant for Reba, but for right now, I think I'm going to go with this. It's going to be a series, so I'm going to try every week, at least minimum, to get out one more. And basically the idea is to replace all of the vanilla guns, the laser, all that stuff, with what I can. There is not really anything I can find for the melee weapons, so if I do melee weapons, it's probably going to be replaced with other modded melee weapons. We'll see how that one goes. But yeah, and the framework, yeah, don't worry, the framework is not it does not affect performance, it does not affect stuttering. I asked the mod author of it, he goes, no, he goes, if you're adding in modded weapons and stuff, yes, it could affect it, and that could cause it, you know, with custom animations on that could cause stuttering and performance if it's not optimized or not good, or you have too many animations. But otherwise, just the framework itself does not cause issues, it does not cause conflicts. So you can put it in your game safely, it won't cause any issues, but it is required for this. So, but let's go ahead and I'll spawn some in and show you what it does. Enemy equipment, weapons, guns, rifles. Okay, so got Reba. I'll bring in 4 of these. Even though it looks the same, each one of them will be a little different. Okay, so now let's go look over here, and I'll show you what they did. Okay, so you see Reba here, calibrated, powerful receiver, long ported, marksman stock. So this one, except for the advanced compensator, is pretty much vanilla, but level 25, you get nice parts. Always a muzzle, always a scope. Oh, and always large magazine. You don't get medium, you don't get short, it's always a large. Either large or large quick eject. So always get that. This one uses the sniper stock, which is attachment pack. It uses just a regular muzzle brake. So, and the marksman barrel with the tripod thing, that is also attachment pack. So you got Reba, you got that. So that one uses the gunslinger stock, which has the bullets. That one is also there. This one uses sniper stock again, has recon scope, and the marksman barrel. I see Reba 2, that one has the perk with damage. That one's almost the same as basically this one. Yeah, same exact thing actually, it's kind of funny. But see, this one comes with the camo stock and the marksman barrel. It loves doing that marksman barrel a lot. It doesn't do it all the time, but it seems to like it a lot. This one has the marksman barrel and a large quick eject mag. And then here, again with camo stock and the heavy suppressor. So as you can see, it adds in nice attachment pack parts, but I don't have the attachment pack running. So these are all going in without the attachment pack enabled. So to me, it just will add more variety. And if you do use the attachment pack, it does work with it. Just put it above the attachment pack so that it overrides the attachment pack in the left panel. Put the ESP below the attachment pack. You'll see a conflict. It's not an issue. It's just going to override the attachment pack, because the attachment pack parts, if you're using them with the mod on the page that adds it into the mod calls for the game, basically the attachment pack parts actually will show up on the uniques. Like if you were to go in and just spawn a unique, or you were to go in and like pick up Reba, yeah, you'd have a good chance, if you're around the same level, of getting a lot of the same stuff I did. The difference is that on my list, I got rid of things like the possibility of a short barrel, the possibility of a short stock, because it's still a possibility. I got rid of the possibility of getting just iron sights or a reflex, because I feel like Reba should have more, Reba 2. So I got rid of some of the low-end, like standard receivers or low-end receivers, so that you're getting something of better quality. The idea behind my series is to make the attachment, the uniques with the attachments, feel like they're worth more. I'm not trying to go overpowered, but feel like when you get it, you're actually getting something that is a little more powerful, a little more special, not always just basically a replica of everything else you find with a perk. I want it to be something a little more special. So I'm trying to tweak it. Hopefully you guys enjoy that. And I think that about wraps it up. So try not to take too long on this, but yep, so let's see, there's one. You got that. Yeah, it's all it just works. So can't really think of anything else to say right now. Hopefully you guys enjoy what I did here, and like I said, down the road at some point I want to get into adding in actual mod guns that people create, like the varmint rifle and stuff like that, maybe the M1 Garand, into it to replace weapons. So then if you want modded weapons you can, and we can do that. But for right now I'm going to be working on this one, and we'll see how it goes. So I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will talk to you later.